right, so here's some information disclosure projects. One common type, which we saw before in the login issue, was error messages that give you too much information. And here's another one. This login reveals here's error messages. Error messages often give you too much information, like the exact version of the product, because that's often the default condition for error messages. So here, we want the version number of a third-party framework. So in burp repeater, change the value of the product ID to a non-integer type. I don't even think we're going to need burp repeater for that. Let's give it a try. The get request for the product pages contains a product ID parameter. So let's see what happens if I do this. Yep, there's a product ID. So if I just change that 2 to a 2A, then I get this error message. That's what I thought. You don't even need burp. So now this will presumably contain, Apache struts. There, it tells you what they're using. And Apache struts did have a famous vulnerability, and knowing the version number was something that would help you know it's exploitable. Although, you can usually detect version numbers with web fingerprinting tools like Nmap, or there's a browser plugin that does it too. Anyway, so that's one type. Version information being shown on the error page. And then there's debug pages. This is actually a pretty common one. I've hacked several websites this way. When they leave old versions of something lying around, you just notice a pattern in the URL. Like somebody asked me to check their page. I went there, and the first page was login 2. And I said, well, what's login 1? And login 1 had an obvious default password. And so I got in, they say, how did you get in so fast? And, that's often the case. People leave earlier versions or prototype new versions of things. This contains a debug page that discloses sensitive information. So, okay, browse to the home page. This is use some interesting burp features. Let's see if this is going to work. We're going to use target sitemap. All right. I've only used this burp feature a few times, so let's see. Intercept is off. Target sitemap is here. Okay. Now, right-click on the top level entry for the lab. All right. My lab has this number starting with 0A7. All right. This is it, 0A7. Well, I have more than one of them, in fact. So I wonder if there's a way to clear all of this. I would like to do that. There may not be. I can select them all. How about delete? Delete doesn't do anything. Right-click. Right-click. Remove from scope. Delete selected items. There we go. I want to delete them all. There we go. Now I want to refresh this page, and hopefully that will repopulate that list. And there we go. All right, now I've found the right item without having to hunt around for it. Okay. Right-click, Engagement Tools, Find Comments. I wonder if you get this in the free version of burp. Engagement tools. Okay, this lab I can't do without the pro version of burp. That's kind of what I thought. All right, so I'm not going to pursue that one further, but you'd have to get the pro version for that. Let's try this one via backup files. So this lab leaks its source code via backup files in a hidden directory, and that's fairly common. And so how are we going to find the hidden directory? Oh, in robots.txt again. Okay. So robots.txt, notice, reveals a backup directory. Go to backup and find the product template java.back. So, this is information disclosure in a sort of simple way. So it's robots.txt. It does allow /backup, so /backup. And, well, that's disturbing. What mistake did I make? Disallow / backup. All right. So I go to / backup. Okay, and there I have this product template thing, and there it is, and I'm looking for a secret in here, a password. Perhaps the word password would do. Control F, Command F, password, or logo F there. No occurrence of password. Okay. So maybe I just have to look through it. Here's a database command. Oh, and here we are. There's the password, obviously. This mess. Okay. This is the parameters for the database. The port number and the type of database, and that SGG garbage is obviously the password. All right. Sort of thing you see a lot. And it's like that news article where they say the secrets are often included in image files on Docker. So anyway, there's examples of secret disclosure, information disclosure.